Cano's Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale Productions, and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, hello, and thank you everybody so much for tuning in. Tonight we have the Junior B Seneca War Chiefs out on the floor in the black and green, and it is Cancer Awareness Night. So the Tuscarora Junior B Tomahawks are going to be coming out in some pretty sweet looking pink jerseys that I believe are going to be available for auction. I think we shared it on our Facebook place. Sorry, Charity does all the Facebook, so I don't even know if it's called a Facebook place. But anyways, we have Trevor Butts, so I won't be butchering names. I'm going to run the streams. I'm going to turn the controls over to him.
Leave the butchering of names to me for tonight. Trevor Butts here with you all for some great Junior B lacrosse action between the visiting Seneca War Chiefs and the Tuscarora Tomahawks. This should be a great game here between two great Junior B programs as they go at it here tonight from Cornerstone Arena here in Lockport, New York, as this is going to be one heck of a matchup. Looking over to my right in between the pipes for Seneca, it looks like number 55, Damian Warrior, getting ready to start the night in goal for Seneca. We'll see how he does. He's got a nice woody goalie stick. That looks pretty cool as the rest of the Seneca War Chiefs make their way to the bench, and the Tuscarora Tomahawks are now on the floor. You can see those beautiful pink jerseys for Breast Cancer Night, as Greg was alluding to earlier. I believe those will all be up for auction later after today's game, so be sure to check that out, because you know the proceeds are going to support a great cause. And it's so great to see these young men stepping up and representing such a great cause and a great organization as they head to the bench and get ready for tonight's contest. This should be a good one. Trying to get a look at who's in between the pipes for Tuscarora. They're making it difficult right now, but when I got it, I'll let you know, as I think it might be Gavin Sauer in between the pipes for Tuscarora. I thought I saw 58 Tanyan Davis running to the bench, but if it's something different, I'll let you know. The sticks are banging, and they are set, and we are underway here from Cornerstone Arena. The first faceoff is down. Both teams looking to secure possession, and Tuscarora has it for a moment, but a nice cross-check delivered by Luke Smeeder to knock it down, but it will be a violation, and they're actually going to call that one on Tuscarora, and it will be Seneca ball, and that's exactly how you want to start the game for the War Chiefs. You didn't win the faceoff, but you caused the turnover. Let's see how they do on their first offensive possession. Swinging it over here to the near side of the floor, as Sandin sends a pass down low, gets knocked down. Loose ball is picked up by the goalkeeper. I think that is Gavin Sauer, as Tuscarora brings the ball up the floor as they have their first possession here in the attacking zone. John Boomer here with it on the near side. Back up top now for Evan Belter. Evan Belter sends it over to the far side of the floor. Tuscarora making sure everybody gets a touch here on their first possession. Quick shot coming there. That one just skips wide of the net from Landon Johnson. Good loose ball pickup by Evan Belter, tracking back to prevent the shot clock violation, but it will eventually be called on the Tomahawks as Seneca brings the ball back up the floor. As here come the War Chiefs trying to create an opportunity. Quick pass to the middle, low shot, turned away that time by Gavin Sauer. Loose ball battle picked up by Seneca as Marziak picks it up for the War Chiefs. Quick pass down low, working the two-man game are the Seneca War Chiefs.
Pretty sure that's Tanyan Davis in that.
And my man Greg's telling me that might be Tanyan Davis in between the pipes, as the weight on pink's a little tough to see, but I think that is a 5'8" instead of a 30 for Tuscarora in goal, as the junior Tomahawks get that one knocked right from them into the Seneca War Chiefs bench. It'll be a turnover as Seneca will bring it back up the floor. Antonio Palat brings it up, and he'll head to the bench for a change as the attackers get ready for this next possession. Ball pass over to the far side of the floor, back in towards the middle. Here's Talchi. Talchi sends it over to a teammate in Brian Freeman, who hits that one off the goaltender and out of play, and it will still be War Chiefs ball. Here's Talchi with it up top, creates some space, pass onto the near side. Over the far side, quick stick, score! Or no, excuse me. I thought he had it in. Knocked the post right off. Did Tanyan Davis. Seneca still with the ball. Now they got to get one here, as they're going to be forced to dump it down low. I thought for sure he had the quick stick, but instead, Tuscarora the beneficiaries as they survive that possession. Good play by Brady Fries to bring it up. Here come the Tomahawks. Looking to get on the board first. Evan Belter. Pass was going up top, but it is intercepted. Here come the War Chiefs. Bounce shot there from Warriors, turned away by Davis, as Traylon Warrior had a break, but he couldn't get that one past Tanyan Davis. Here comes Tuscarora back the other way. Didn't have numbers, so the junior Tomahawks going to do a smart thing, slow things down for a moment, but then they score. A quick rush into the middle leads to a Tomahawks goal. And Tuscarora takes the early 1-0 lead. I think that was Kevin Doyle cutting right through the middle. And it is big number 92, puts it right in the bottom right corner. And that's a great finish for Doyle as he gets his first of the game and our first goal of today's game. And the Tomahawks lead this one early, but let's see how Seneca decides to answer back. Simon White had it for a moment, and it's going to end up with Tall Chief as Seneca rotates the ball around. Beaver had it for a moment, pass down low, surveying the scene, up top for Tall Chief. Tall Chief into the middle. Seneca looking to create an open shot, and they do! Croy Snow buries that one. And he ties this one right back up at 1. What a nice finish there by Croy Snow. We're going to get another look at it here. Tall Chief creates enough space for Snow as he gets into the middle, catches his defender a little bit off balance, and he makes a very nice shot and ties this game up at 1. Face off down now, and the loose ball going to be picked up by Luke Smeeter. Good job by him to fight off the checks and try and get the ball to a teammate, but unfortunately Palat couldn't pick it up, and now the Tomahawks going to take over possession. Mike Hayes in the corner, being hounded by 2 War Chiefs, battling through, quick pass in the middle, just can't connect with his teammate Garrett Walker. Good defense there by Seneca to cause the turnover and get themselves an offensive possession. Here come the War Chiefs, as that's Mason Sandin with it down low, pass back up top now. Good ball movement by Seneca as Brian Nephew hits the deck. Back up for Tall Chief, creates some space. Tall Chief with a shot, turned away that time by Tanyan Davis, who kicked it that right leg out to make that save. Still Seneca possession though. Tall Chief has it up top. Aubrey Tall Chief with a low shot. That one hits the foot of Davis. Another nice save from Tanyan Davis. Rebound picked up by Seneca. Quick shot right into the pad of Tanyan Davis. He is up to the task today. Turnover here as Seneca nearly had another opportunity, but the ball's still loose in the middle, and it is picked up by the War Chiefs. Quick pass down low. Can they create the opportunity? Got a shot off, but the save made by Tanyan Davis. And I think they're going to say through the crease, it'll be Tuscarora ball. And the Tomahawks need to just take a deep breath after that possession. They survived the onslaught from the War Chiefs. Now they need to go back down and try and score one of their own. Pass in the middle here, fake shot, and he lets it go and scores. Boomer! John Boomer lets it go from the middle of the floor. And he gives Tuscarora a 2-1 lead as John Boomer initially faked his shot here. You'll see a nice pass over by Evan Belter. He's been all over the place. Tons of room for Boomer. Fakes the shot and then decides, nah, I'm going to let it rip. And he buries it for the second goal of the game. Face-off won once again by Seneca as Josiah John wins that draw for the Seneca War Chiefs, as they will have an offensive possession. Tall Chief forced to pass it off. Seneca War Chiefs rotating the ball around as Tall Chief has it back on the near side. And he lets that one go. Kick save as I know they're going to say went straight out of bounds, and it will be Tomahawks possession as they bring it up the floor. Tuscarora, Evan Belter with it as he's fighting off some checks here on the near boards. Belter having to battle through the contact. Belter trying to get it off to his teammate Dakota Ferguson, but that won't go so well as it is picked up by Antonio Palat, and the War Chiefs gonna wait for reinforcements as they cheer on their guys and let them know how good of a job they're doing causing turnovers out there. And it's time for the offense to go to work now. Sandin being double teamed into the corner, still in possession. Pass up top. Shot is blocked in front. Battle for the loose ball behind the cage. And it squirts out in front, but it will be a shot clock violation on Seneca. And Tuscarora will have possession. Brady Fries with it on the near side. Fries just flips it over to John Boomer. John Boomer, the latest goal scorer in this game for Tuscarora. Boomer over to the far side. Fake shot there from Johnson. Back over on the near side. Let go there by Savino Bax, but it is turned away by Damian Warrior. Seneca War Chiefs trying to start their breakout, but a good disruption by Jake Gansworth as that one is knocked into the Tuscarora bench, and it will be Tomahawks possession, as I believe that's Jake Gansworth bringing it up for the Tomahawks. Gansworth over to Belter. Belter passes it down low. Back up top for Gansworth. Over onto the far side now. Garrett Walker. Walker fighting through the contact. Lowers his shoulder, tries to let it go, but he's in the crease. And that's a nice call from our official down low. He gets it right as the War Chiefs will bring it back up. As Aubrey Tallchief passes it off, and the Warriors are going to go to work here. Tallchief, we've seen him get the ball a lot early. Passes it off to the far side, back into the middle. Low shot, kick save made there by Davis. Freeman let it go, but Davis was ready for it. And this remains a 2-1 game. Loose ball picked up here by Seneca off the post as Freeman rung one off the pipe. Good loose ball pickup there by Nate Sinez to create the opportunity, but the War Chiefs just missed as Tuscarora gets it back into the attacking zone. Savino Bax being pressured down into the corner. Bax fights through the contact, up for Boomer. Good rotation here by the Tomahawks, looking for Boomer in the middle, can't connect. Loose ball still present in front of the net, but it is picked up by the Seneca War Chiefs. Just bringing it over the halfway line is Gadinunje Martin. Got some tips on how to say that name before the game. I was told they like to call him Bear, as he did a good job bringing the ball over half for the War Chiefs as they go to work here. Brian Freeman passes it off to the far side. Gonna let it go there as that one is blocked in front. Picked up here by the Tomahawks. Pressure here on the near boards. Good job by Cameron Vivavida to avoid that pressure and give it over to Evan Belter. Belter given some space by his defender, passes it off, and the Tomahawks look to go to work here. That shot blocked in front of the net. Rebound goes back to Belter. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Belter forced to just dump it in, and it goes out of play. And that's another nice defensive stand by the Seneca War Chiefs to keep this a 2-1 contest. Tallchief sends it over to the far side of the floor. Seneca, overhand shot, and they score! Brian Nephew, the captain of the War Chiefs, buries that one short side, and he ties this game up at 2. And we're going to get a goalie water break, but we got to take another look at this one first. Tallchief draws so much attention, gives it over to the far side, and Nephew just unloads and ties this game up at 2 in this great Junior B contest. We're going to take a brief stoppage. Here you're watching Blue Squatch Productions.
Tom's Diner. Tim Hortons. Randy's Smoke Shop.
We are back here on the Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel. We are tied up at 2 in this Junior B lacrosse game as Luke Smeeder wins another faceoff for the Seneca War Chiefs, and he gives them this offensive possession. The War Chiefs looking to try and take the lead here on this possession. Let's see what they do. Ball over now to Freeman. Freeman just lets that one go onto the cage. Turned away by Tandian Davis. Loose ball being fought for here on the near side. Picked up by the Tomahawks. Good work there by Vivavada to secure the loose ball, but it ends up being turned over as it is picked off by Simon White. And now the War Chiefs gonna look to go to work on this possession as Freeman battles through contact, and it is thrown away. It was actually Marziak who let that one go. My apologies, as Tuscarora will take over possession here with 9:05 remaining, as John Boomer gets the ball right back. Boomer lets a shot go. That one saved by Warrior. And the War Chiefs gonna bring it up the floor here. Keith White Jr. gives it off to one of his teammates, making it up the floor, Nate Senez. Sends it back up top as they're gonna play a little catch. Senez just keeps a hold of that one. It popped out for a moment. Pass over onto the far side. Shot let go there, and a high stick, I think, is going to be called here on the War Chiefs, as we're going to get another look, and let's see if we got it here. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it was the correct call, and it will be on the Tomahawks, and the War Chiefs going to have their first power play of the game. Keegan Stevens, the guilty party for Tuscarora. Let's see how this power play looks for the Seneca War Chiefs in their first opportunity. Good ball movement so far. Snow had it for a moment. Over to Tall Chief. Shot turned away there by Davis, as it's picked up by Nephew. Nephew will get the pass right back from Snow. Nephew over to Tall Chief, pass down low, back up to Tall Chief. Up top now, Nephew steps in, lets it go, and that one, I think that one might have caught the post, just judging by the speed of that ball coming off of either the pipe or Tanyan Davis's equipment. Either way, it's a reset here for Seneca as the War Chiefs continue to cycle the ball around. Long shot, that one turned away by Davis. Loose ball picked up by the Tomahawks. They look to start the breakout. Here comes Viva Vada. Viva Vada sends it right back, and it's over and back, and that's going to be on the Tomahawks, as you can't do that when you are man down. One of the rules that differs from some of the other pro leagues, as when you're 5v5, you can make that pass, but when you're man down, you can't. And that's a rookie mistake for the Tomahawks. And let's see if the War Chiefs can capitalize. Tall Chief sees the bottom right corner and puts it right there. Aubrey Tall Chief buries that one, and he gives the Seneca War Chiefs a 3-2 lead. Let's take another look at that one. Some pinpoint accuracy on display from Tall Chief. As you're going to see, he's left all alone, low to low, buries it right into the bottom right corner. And that's a great finish by Tall Chief. Face-off one, clean by Smeater. He's been having a nice night so far, as he'll send the ball back over to Simon White. White's pass connects down low with Croy Snow. Snow gonna take it to the corner, battle through some contact. Snow thought about letting it go. Loose ball right to Tall Chief, turned away by Davis. And Tall Chief comes away with his own rebound again. That is some great work by Aubrey Tall Chief to keep possession. Another shot, that one finds the back of the net. Nate Senez. The War Chiefs starting to roll now here in the first period, as Nate Senez buries that one. And let's get another look at it here. Some more good ball movement by the War Chiefs, creating an opportunity right there, as that was Croy Snow, who should get credit with the assist on that one. Nice pass from Snow to find Senez all alone. And it's now a 2-goal lead for the War Chiefs, and you can see the benefit of having a face-off man as good as Luke Smeater, as this is yet another offensive possession here for Seneca. Let's see if they can keep it rolling here. Long shot from Tall Chief goes wide of the net. Still time on the shot clock, though. Stepping in, that one turned away by Davis. Loose ball picked up by the Tomahawks as they bring it up into the attacking zone. Here comes Tuscarora. Good closeout D there by Seneca, as Mike Hayes in possession of it. Tries to send it to a teammate. Hayes just throws that one into the War Chiefs bench. And that's a tough play for Mike Hayes. He did so many good things on that possession. Just the pass got away from him, but it's a turnover for the Tomahawks. Seneca looking to capitalize on it. Saved by Davis. He's made a couple nice saves as that pass can't connect. And Keegan Stevens going to have to run a long way for it. He's fighting for that loose ball, trying to cause a turnover, but he was 1-on-2, and that's hard no matter how good you are. As Seneca getting ready for their next offensive possession here, working the ball around. Pass down low, doesn't go clean, but it is picked up by the War Chiefs. Senez lets the shot go. Davis squeezes the pads and makes the save. As Tuscarora looks to answer this run now by the War Chiefs. Evan Belter sends it back into the middle. Onto the far side now, back with Belter. Belter trying to let one go, and that one got deflected. And that's a tough play for Belter, as he had a decent look, but a good defense there by the War Chiefs to deflect his shot, as Tall Chief brings it up into the attacking zone now for Seneca. Sandin with it as well now for the War Chiefs. Sandin looking to find an open teammate. He does. That shot turned away by Davis, as Beaver let it go. Tall Chief loses it, picks it right back up, throws a little move in there, trying to find an open man as decides to shoot it, blocked in front there by Vivavada. Tall Chief sends it down low. Fighting through the contact is one of the Warriors. That was Sandin who gets the shot off, and the rebound goes into the corner. Seneca comes away with the rebound, as I think that was Tall Chief in the corner getting it, and it was. Tall Chief sends a pass back into the middle. Quick shot turned away by Davis. Croy Snow let it rip, as the reset is granted. Ball picked up by Tuscarora, as the junior Tomahawks bring it up into the attacking zone now. Mike Hayes. Hayes finds an open man in the middle. Here come the Tomahawks. Pass back into the middle, and it is dropped there, as they couldn't connect on that one. Here come the Seneca War Chiefs back the other way to get their offensive possession underway, as Josiah John gives it off now. Here on the near side is Marziak. Marziak passes it up, as John tries to let that one rip, blocked in front, picked up by Davis. Davis sends a nice outlet pass here for Keegan Stevens. Stevens with it on the near side, gonna be pressured, spins away from it. He has a lane to the net, but doesn't want to use it right now. Stevens turns right back and lets the old guys go to work. Pass in the middle, can't connect there with his teammate Zach Blunt. Loose ball picked up by the Tomahawks, trying to get one more chance, as Walker let that one go, but it goes up into the netting. And I think it's time for me to head down to try and get one of our interviews done. I'm gonna pass the torch to Greg.
And I definitely am not nearly as qualified as Trevor is. I will work on trying to get a little better, and there's a goal right away, and I missed it. And take a look here. Steps down. Oh, what a beautiful pickup. That was nice. There's not much you can expect your goalie to do on that. Sorry, I don't have the roster, but 10 for the War Chiefs. A beautiful putback. That was an absolutely gorgeous goal. So just like that, 5-2. Seneca working around on the offensive side. Gets it down onto the far side, all the way around behind the net. Stepping up, hits his man, time and space, and there's not much Davis can do. 88, a nice goal. Beautiful pickup back there, and he just stands up and throws it. It was a great catch, though. And he's able to bear it. Yeah. And then again, the War Chiefs win the face-off, so it's now 6-2. Steps in, rips it. Oh, another one. 7-2, just like that. Nice pass out front, steps down. Davis gets a piece of it, but just not enough. And the Tomahawks get possession of the... Look at the pressure from the War Chiefs, though, and they don't give them an inch, but a nice loose ball pickup. And again, Seneca, great play, 88. Had a goal a couple minutes ago. There's a great effort, gets possession, and 11 picks it up. I believe that's Boomer. John Boomer coming in. Maryland Arrow throws it up. Oh, not able to get a hand on it. And the War Chiefs had a breakaway. And Davis with a big save. Coming down. Another errant pass, and the War Chiefs get possession again. Throw it to his man out front. Time and space, and a 5-hole goal. Number 9. Take a look at that one again. But an errant pass, and the Tomahawks definitely got some stuff they got to clean up. Nice play by the War Chiefs. But 8-2 in a matter of a couple of minutes. Timeout taken by the War Chiefs. Tom's Diner. Tim Hortons. Randy's Smoke Shop. And the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace. So we are back with 26 seconds left. You see the War Chiefs goalie standing near the bench. Looks like they're going to pull him. Coach is talking. They are. They've got 6 guys on the floor. Looking to capitalize with some momentum. Shot clock was off because there was less time than a shot clock left to start this possession. And we just delayed the ad for you to get this. And just over the top. All right, thanks everybody. We will be back. An interview will be coming up if you're watching, and we will have more action. Marketplace. Broken Treaties Wholesale. Stewart Sports.
Trevor Butts down here with Randy Chrysler, the coach of the Junior Tomahawks. And Coach, you find yourselves down by 6 here, headed into the second. What do you got to do differently to change that score?
Get ahead of our butts. You know, this is a balanced lacrosse game, right? We don't point fingers. Offense, got no shots, right? We shoot the ball, we scored. Not keeping the ball off the floor, using the 30-second shot clock, putting our defense on pressure 3 or 4 shifts at a time. Defensively, we just got to do our job, right? We have 2 sets of defense, and guys get confused which ones are running. So we're just got to settle it down, in our heads, and slow the game down.
Absolutely. And Coach, you guys seem to be having a tough time with the loose balls tonight. How do you change that?
Work ethic. You know, they got to want it. Loose balls are all about desire, right? Moving your feet, run through the ball, not to the ball. You know, we preach that in practice. Every practice, run through it, not to it. So, and that's what they're doing. They're running through the ball, and they're just a fast, talented lacrosse team. And we need to figure out how to slow it down, right? Control the pace, and starts with your offense, comes back in your defense, and just keep your head on the swivel.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach, for your time. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Greg, back up to you.
And the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Squatch Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Milk and Joe's. Tom's Diner. Tim Hortons.
We are back here on the Blue Squatch Productions YouTube
Randy's Smoke
channel.
Shop.
We are getting ready for the second period of action between the visiting Seneca War Chiefs and the Tuscarora Tomahawks. After one period of play, it was mostly the Seneca War Chiefs as they really got going late in the first period. As you could hear Coach Randy Chrysler say, it's a pretty even lacrosse game, and frankly, it really was through most of that first 20 minutes. It's just once the War Chiefs got momentum, you could really tell as they just started piling it on. And they got to hope to continue that momentum here in the second period, while Tuscarora on the other side needs to break that Seneca War Chief momentum and generate some of their own, as they've had a hard time getting going here. Only 2 goals in the first period. They're going to look to change that here in the second, though. They're going to have to if they want to get back into this one. And I would expect nothing less from a Tuscarora coach team. They're going to fight to the bitter end. Face off. One here by the Tomahawks. That's a good way to start as Brady Fries picks up the loose ball for Tuscarora. Here come the Tomahawks. Quick shot right off the bat, but a nice save made by Damian Warrior. And although you didn't score, that's exactly how you want to start the period if you're Tuscarora. You want to face off, which was something you didn't do much of in the first, and then you got a good chance on what has been a stout Damian Warrior in between the pipes so far. Here come the War Chiefs on their first offensive possession of the second period. Pass over to the far side, goes off the boards, bounces back into the middle. Could be a chance here, but Brian Nephew is pushed into the crease and eventually into the net, and it will be a crease violation on Nephew and the War Chiefs as Tuscarora brings the ball back up over the halfway line. Zach Blunt gets a pass back from his teammate. Blunt fights through the stick, checks, but gets it knocked loose. That's a nice play here by Traylon Warrior to knock that one loose. Bounce pass over to the far side from Warrior, turning around and securing the possession for the Seneca War Chiefs. Left open there as Sandin lets it go off the pad of Tanyan Davis and back to the other end of the floor, picked up by Damian Warrior. The breakout pass finds Keon Beaver. Beaver over to Snow. Snow to the far side. Back into the middle, fighting through the contact. Quick shot. Turned away there by Davis. Sandin let that one go from the middle of the floor, but Davis was ready for it. Got the arm up to make the save, but it will be a full reset here for the War Chiefs. 25 seconds to work with now. Swim move here, but the ball will just pop out. Rebound shot. That one is turned away by Davis, as it was Vinny Marziak who let it go, but the ball will stay with the War Chiefs, and they have a fresh 30. Long pass up for Tall Chief. Tall Chief faked the shot, passes it off. As Sandin sends it over to the near side. Beaver down low. Snow. Snow has Beaver. Can't get it to him. Instead, opts to go to Tall Chief. That one skips away from him. He's going to chase down the Tuscarora defender, but Fries will get it up into the attacking zone. Thinking about it is Fries, but he's going to opt to give it to the attackers and head to the bench as Blunt sends it down. Ferguson sends it down. Pass down low, picked up by the goalkeeper Warrior, as now the War Chiefs going to start their breakout. Tuscarora trying to apply some good D. Kevin Doyle applying the pressure, but good job by Joisa John to keep the possession alive for the War Chiefs. Here's Tall Chief faking the shot, moving into the middle. Does a nice move and gets possession over to a teammate. Back into the middle now. Long shot blocked there as Nephew let it go, but it was Brady McGowan who stepped up and took one for the team. And I'm sure he's going to get some fist bumps on the bench after that one, as that's a nice play by McGowan. Good passing there from Tuscarora. The long shot right into the pads of Damian Warrior. as he's been so stout tonight for the War Chiefs. Only 2 goals past Damian Warrior so far. Sure, he's going to like to keep that just the way it is for now. Here come the War Chiefs, trying to get something going on this possession. Beaver pass into the middle, picked up by Snow. Snow sends it to the far side. Letting it go is Sena, but it is just kept out. It nearly went over the line. Sene's shot just didn't cross, as Fries was right there to keep that one out of the net. John Boomer with it now for Tuscarora. Sends it onto the near side for Walker. Back up top for Doyle. Onto the far side now. Here come the Tomahawks with a quick shot from Boomer. Reset. Save there by Warrior. Another possession for the Tomahawks, though. You want to capitalize as often as you can on these second chance opportunities. Boomer lets it go. John Boomer does just what I said. The Tomahawks capitalize on the second chance opportunity, and they have cut the deficit now to 5. You can see a lot of space on the floor there for the Tuscarora Tomahawks. John Boomer giving all day, and when you give a kid that good that much time and room, he's going to make you pay. And Boomer buries it short side for the 3rd Tomahawks goal of the game. Face-off is picked up here by Palat for the War Chiefs, as they will look to go on the attack. Brian Freeman with it on the near side. Freeman doing some dancing, sends it into the middle. Senez over to the far side. Here comes Tall Chief, lets that one go, but it is saved by Davis. The breakout pass can't connect for Tuscarora, and that's going to roll all the way into the corner, and that's an unforced turnover for the Tomahawks, as they nearly got it back, as one of the players got their stick up in the passing lane when White tried to let it go, but he hustles and picks up his own missed pass and gets it up over the halfway line for the War Chiefs. Here come the Seneca War Chiefs. Ball onto the far side of the floor. Tall Chief pass in the middle. Shot there. Saved by Davis. That was Nephew who let that shot go, but Tanyan Davis was ready for it, and he's doing the best he can to keep his team in the game right now. Fries sends the ball over to the far side as Belter let it go. Back onto the near side now, and that one just misses the stick of a Tomahawk, and Landon Johnson fights for it, but he can't come away with it. And it's picked up instead by John, who sends an outlet pass here for the War Chiefs. That shot bounces just wide of the net. Could create a chance on the other end for Tuscarora, as Mike Hayes trying to close it down in the corner, but an unlucky bounce for Hayes as it goes right into the stick of Brian Freeman. And the War Chiefs bringing it up, as here comes Seneca trying to go in with a shot there, as Mason Sandin sends it right into the chest protector of Tanyan Davis, but gets his own rebound. And the War Chiefs will have another possession. Freeman lets that one go. Davis got a foot on it. Here's Croy Snow. Snow over to the far side for Tall Chief. Back up top for Freeman. Freeman, high to low shot, kicked away by Davis. Second opportunity saved by Tanyan Davis, as Tanyan Davis continues to elevate his game here in the second period. Hayes sends a pass down low for the Tomahawks as they go behind their attacking net. Ball sent down low for Tuscarora, trying to create an opportunity there, but that is snuffed out by Damian Warrior. Here come the War Chiefs back up into the attacking zone. Traylon Warrior gives it off to Brian Nephew. Nephew has a lane, decides to take it, passes it back up to Beaver. Beaver over to the far side, Tall Chief. You can tell they really like going to Tall Chief, as he's got the lion's share of possession. He turns this one over, though, as here comes Tuscarora. Stevens trying to bring it up. Keegan Stevens sends it over to Fries, who scores! Brady Fries in transition, and the Tomahawks have cut the deficit to 4. That's some great transition play there by Keegan Stevens and Brady Fries. You see Stevens on his shooter side, no less, sends it over to Fries. We got to get another look at that one. The selfless play there by Keegan Stevens, saying, I want the assist. You bury this one, Brady. And Brady Fries does exactly that. And the Tomahawks will cut the deficit to 4. Our goaltender's going to get a little bit of a hydration break here. So are we. You're watching Blue Squatch Productions. It's an 8-4 game here from Cornerstone Arena. The last two have went to the Junior Tomahawks as they look to get their way back into this contest after being down by 6 early, as they have now cut it to 4. Here come the War Chiefs, though, trying to answer back. As John has it on the near side, sends it over to Sena on the far side. Doing some dancing now is Sanden. Sanden sends it up top, and the shot turned away there by Davis. Freeman let it go. Loose ball picked up now by Tuscarora as the Tomahawks' Andrew Hardy brings it up the floor. Hardy gives it up for Ferguson. Ferguson gets stripped there. Here come the War Chiefs on a break. They score! Keith White Jr. buries that one on the breakaway, and that's how you answer a 2-goal run by Tuscarora with a goal of your own. What a nice play by Keith White Jr. Just takes that one right away from him. Nothing anybody on the Tomahawks could do, as Keith White Jr. with a nice shot, hip high, right onto the right side of the net. And that's exactly how you want to respond if you're the War Chiefs. Another face-off win for Seneca. Jackson Mohawk gives it off to a teammate as Croy Snow in possession of it. Snow sends it over to Freeman. It bounces out of his stick, but picked up by Aubrey Tallchief. Tallchief over to the near side, back in the middle for Snow. Snow trying the toe drag to no avail this time, as that one will go all the way back towards half. Not much time on the shot clock for Croy Snow. He's going to just let it go. It's going to go all the way off the boards and down into the attacking zone. Something for Snow to do next time if he's in that spot is try just lightly dumping it into the corner, as your odds of scoring from that far out are pretty slim. You want to make Tuscarora run the full 200 feet for their offensive possession. Instead, they got to start a little bit ahead of where they otherwise would have been. Shot goes wide there, and chasing it down is Martin. He's going to close it down into the corner as Gadinun J. Martin trying to pick it up for his squad. Hounded there by 3 Tomahawks, and they're going to call a cover there on Tallchief, and it'll be Tuscarora possession. Zach Blunt with it here on the near side. Blunt swim move, gets past his defender. Blunt one-handed pass into the middle. That one just about picked up by the Tomahawks, and they have it momentarily, still fighting for it over on the far side of the floor, as Dakota Ferguson's getting hit around, and I think Jake Gansworth ended up coming away with it, and a timeout called by the Tomahawks. That's a smart timeout by head coach Randy Chrysler, as his team was under some duress. It is a 9-4 game here with 10:26 to play. You're watching Blue Squatch Productions.
And the Optimist Club of Lockport. Squatch Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports.
We are back here on the Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel. It is a 9-4 lead for the Seneca War Chiefs, but the Tomahawks looking to cut into that deficit as they try to cycle it around, but that was Joisa John getting his stick in there, and that's some good defending by John to cause havoc. He didn't quite cause the turnover yet, but he is not making life easy for the Tomahawks, and that's about all you can ask out of a player if you're the coach, as I'm sure the coaching staff for the War Chiefs, led by Ron Henry, has got to be thrilled with what they've seen so far. The Tomahawks trying to change that, though. They're going to have a possession with only 6 seconds left. Got to get one on net. Long shot there from Johnson, saved by Damian Warrior. Ball goes into the corner. Tuscarora trying to cause a turnover. It's a 2-on-1, as that was Simon White who was able to survive the double team and get the ball up to a teammate here in Keith White Jr., who sends it over to the far side of the floor. The War Chiefs trying to get in their usual offensive possession, as this one is picked off now by Tuscarora. Here come the Tomahawks. Villavada back the other way, but he's going to slow things down. Face dodge by Villavada, as he'll look to get it to a teammate and head to the bench. Kevin Doyle sends it to the far side. And an open man in the middle, as Keegan Stevens, I think that might have been, just has that go off the end of his stick. And possession will stay with Tuscarora, though. Doyle over to the far side. Back now to Blunt on the near side. Here's Zach Blunt. Blunt had a lane, but that one knocked out of his stick. Loose ball picked up by the Tomahawks, though. Tuscarora still has a chance here on this possession. Only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Just trying to go for a shot there. That one will be blocked and picked up by the War Chiefs. Traylon Warrior shuffle passes it over to Brian Nephew, the captain of this War Chiefs squad, as they cycle the ball around. Back up now for Marziak. Marziak's pass goes down low, as this one ends up high for Tall Chief, trying to go low to low. That one just kicked wide of the net by Tanyan Davis, and they're going to say Tuscarora went through the crease, and possession will stay here with the War Chiefs. That was a nice shot there by Aubrey Tall Chief, but a nice save as well by Tanyan Davis to keep this a 9-4 game. Let's see if the War Chiefs can change it here. Troy Snow being hounded by Tomahawks, but is picked up instead by Nephew, and the shot is turned away by Davis. Rebound now picked up by the Tomahawks. They're trying to break out into the attacking zone. Here come the Tomahawks as Fries has that one knocked out of his stick. And a whistle will be blown here, and I think we're going to have our first penalty of the second period. And it will be a high sticking call. Let's see if we got a look at that one. You can see the bounce shot from Tall Chief, and right there, Tall Chief just gets him up high. Referee saw it right away, and that's a big guy to have off the floor if you're the Seneca War Chiefs. We've seen already how great of a player Aubrey Tall Chief is. Now is a big time for the Tomahawks to capitalize. A big opportunity here in the second period for Tuscarora. Let's see what they do with it. This pass ends up all the way over the halfway line, having a tough time holding on to possession. Ball ends up down low. Shot there goes wide of the net and up and out of play. And they're going to say it deflected, and possession will stay with the Tomahawks. That's a good eye by our official down low to recognize the deflection. Landon Johnson over into the middle. Garrett Walker had it for a moment, as it's with Boomer. Back over to Johnson, down low. Pass up top. Let go by Boomer, as that one just misses. Rebound picked up and blocked in front of the net. Jackson Mohawk got in the way of that one, and he delivers a hard cross check. Low shot, score! Landon Johnson given enough room to bury that one. And the Tomahawks capitalize on the power play to cut the deficit down to 4. Let's get another look at that one, as you can see Landon Johnson with it up top, as he's just left all alone. White Jr. tried to close him out, but it was too little too late. And that's a very nice goal by Landon Johnson, and that's what the Tomahawks needed on that power play to try and get some momentum in their favor. Of course, the War Chiefs gonna try and answer right back. Fighting through the contact is one of the War Chiefs, as Senez sends it back onto the near side as they work the ball around. Beaver going with a shot. That one turned away easily by Tanyan Davis. Loose ball picked up by Tall Chief, and they have a fresh 30 to work with. The War Chiefs gonna slow it down a bit. Freeman over onto the far side, trying to create an opportunity. Hard shot. That one squeaks through. Mason Sandin let that hard shot go. I thought Tanyan Davis had it, but it just squeaked through his equipment. And the War Chiefs get that goal right back, and that's just a big overhand rip by Sandin. Let's get one more look at that. Just trickles in. You can see it get right past Davis's pads. And that's a tough play for the Tomahawks, but a nice shot there by Sandin. Face-off won once again by Luke Smeater, as the War Chiefs look to try and get their 11th goal of this game. Ball onto the near side, Brian Nephew. His pass can't connect with Tall Chief down low, and it's picked up by Tanyan Davis. Davis starts the breakout now for Tuscarora, as the Tomahawks, Mike Hayes, will pass it off to a teammate at some point, as he decides to go on a little run with it. Here comes Hayes going for a shot off the post. And of course, when I say he's gonna pass, at some point he decides to keep it for himself and go for a shot. As Hayes had the look, I don't blame him for taking it. And as a D guy, you don't get those chances all too often. As pass down low now for Tuscarora, letting that one go. I believe that was Johnson again, as the loose ball picked up. Fighting through that check was Garrett Walker, but he couldn't connect on that shot. And the War Chiefs will come back the other way. Pass into the middle now for the War Chiefs. Brian Freeman gets a pick, sends it over to Tall Chief. Good ball movement here by Seneca. Pass up top, Croy Snow, kick save by Davis. That's a nice kick save by Tanyan Davis. And here come the Tomahawks. They could have a 2-on-1 if they push it, and they decide not to. Better off to slow it down and get the O guys on the floor. Beto sends a pass down low, as that one is bobbled momentarily by Villavada, but picked up as the Tomahawks look to try and get that one in, and Gansworth's shot saved there by Damian Warrior. Breakout coming now for the Seneca War Chiefs. Keith White Jr. sends it down for Croy Snow. Snow surveys the scene, up for Tall Chief, left all alone, bounce shot, scores! Aubrey Tall Chief buries that one. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot leave that young man alone in the middle of the floor, because he's gonna make you pay every time. And you can see no one in the vicinity of Aubrey Tall Chief, as he just says, this is too easy. Step in, bounce shot, and buries it. And another face-off won by Smeater. He has been dominant at the face-off circle all game long, really helping to keep momentum going for the Seneca War Chiefs, as Freeman sends it over to Tall Chief, bounces out of his stick, picks it right back up. Back on the other side for Nephew. Nephew, his pass over now to Tall Chief. That one is off of Davis. Tall Chief gets his own rebound. Freeman has a lane to the net. Freeman puts that one into the back of the net. Brian Freeman continues the great offensive day for the War Chiefs, and they extend the lead further. Get another look at this one. Freeman, I thought it was going to go right into the stick of Tanyan Davis, but it just squeaks through about a ball-sized hole in between the stick and the pad of Davis that Freeman was able to fit that ball into. Couldn't have done it any better, and it is a 12-5 lead for the Seneca War Chiefs. Possession secured now by Seneca as they bring it up into the attacking zone. They're looking for more. Sandin passes it into the middle as Beaver gives it off. Long shot coming there. That one goes wide of the net. Could be a chance here for Tuscarora, but they missed the pass on what would have been a breakaway. And it is instead picked up by Damian Warrior as the War Chiefs get it back into the attacking zone, trying to create an opportunity. Here's Croy Snow. That one bounces out of his stick. Picked up by Tuscarora. Here come the Tomahawks. Back the other way. Andrew Hardy trying to create a chance, but he's going to slow things down and give it to one of the attackers coming off the bench, and that was Jake Gansworth. Gansworth sends it over to the far side of the floor as the Tomahawks look to try and get one back here. Pass up for Boomer. Boomer lets that one go. Arm save there by Damian Warrior, and that ball goes into the corner. Picked up for a moment there by Tuscarora. Now it is secured by the Tomahawks. John Boomer, he's got one today, as that one over to a teammate there in the middle, as I think that's Evan Belter, who lets that one go wide of the net. This one's gonna end up back going the other way, as this could be a chance for the War Chiefs. Shot scores! Haudenosaunee Martin buries that one for the War Chiefs, and it is all Seneca here today. It is a 13-5 lead. As you can see, Haudenosaunee Martin getting up into the play, as that was all in transition. He's all alone on the break. Great move by Martin, and that extends the lead for the War Chiefs. Haudenosaunee Martin, they call him Bear Martin. That's his nickname in the locker room, as he really made that opportunity count. The young defenseman gets his goal in transition, and we are almost at the 1 minute mark. It is a sizable lead for the War Chiefs. They look to add on. Good ball movement here by the Seneca War Chiefs. Tall Chief sends it back down low onto the near side. Nephew sends it back up for Tall Chief. That shot goes wide of that. Rebound picked up, saved by Davis. Mason Sandin tried to bury the rebound, but Tanyan Davis was ready. And now the ball is stripped out of the stick of Mike Hayes, as he was surrounded by War Chiefs. Another shot coming, turned away that time by Davis, as Keith White Jr. trying to get his second of the game. Tuscarora, Mike Hayes having to fight through checks. Does a nice spin move, gets a lane. Hayes goes to a bouncer and he scores! That's why you never give up on a play, kids. Mike Hayes fights through the contact, spins away from it, and buries it for Tuscarora. You can see here Mike Hayes just never gives up on it. He was 2-on-1, spins away from the double team, throws a bouncer in there, and gets it right into the top right corner. And Tuscarora cuts it to a 13-6 game, a 7-goal deficit for the Tomahawks. They're gonna try and get back into it here as they prepare to head into the locker room for the third period. Only 15 seconds to go. Maybe they'll get one more opportunity. The Tomahawks trying to send it down low for Boomer. He'll pick it up. Being forced into the boards there was John Boomer, and there's not going to be a chance for Tuscarora. And we end this second period with a 13-6 lead for the Seneca War Chiefs over the Tuscarora Tomahawks. You've been watching Blue Squatch Productions.
Sports. Smokin' Joe's. Tom's Diner. Tim Hortons. Randy's Smoke Shop. And the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimus Club of Lockport. Squatch Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimus Club of Lockport. Squatch Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimus Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimus Club of Lockport. Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimus Club of Lockport.
We are back here on the Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel. We are getting ready for the third period of play between the Seneca War Chiefs and the Tuscarora Tomahawks. And it is quite the deficit for the Tomahawks to overcome as they head into this third period. It is a 13-6 lead for the War Chiefs. A 7-goal deficit for Tuscarora is no easy mountain to climb, but if you want to get a win tonight, you're going to have to do it one way or another. I think the key for Tuscarora is trying to open up some of their strong attackers, as we've seen guys like John Boomer and Evan Belter look great so far amongst others. They're just having a tough time creating some chances, as that defense for the War Chiefs has been suffocating. On the other side for the Seneca War Chiefs, they have just been riding with their stars, as guys like Brian Nephew have been firing on all cylinders, Brian Freeman as well. And of course, you can't forget about Aubrey Tallchief, who has been on point and the focal point of the attack for the Seneca War Chiefs all game long. Watch out for big number 88 here in this third period, as we got some perspiration spilled on the floor. These players trying to clean it up, and I think they got it right and ready to go here for the third period. Maybe they don't. Maybe our officials got to have somebody go out and clean it, as we might still have some perspiration on the floor, as he's talking to both coaching staffs. Of course, Ron Henry, the head coach for the Seneca War Chiefs, he's joined by Ron John, as many fans of the Can-Am Lacrosse League might remember that name. Ron John, a member of the New York Riptide, soon to be Ottawa Black Bears in the NLL, a former member of the Tuscarora Tomahawks on their Can-Am championship team last season. He's an assistant coach for the War Chiefs. He's now the opposition for Tuscarora, as one of his former teammates is on the bench for the junior Tomahawks, as you might be able to see Kent Baker print up over on the bench at some point for the Tomahawks. He's joined by Darius Kilgore, the legendary coach from the Bandits, as the 4-time NLL champion is one of the many faces behind the bench of the Tomahawks, but they are led by head coach Randy Chrysler, who is such an educated lacrosse person, as he has been around the game for a number of years, a great coach, as he's talking to his players right now. And we can see the officials talking to some of the captains here, as they're giving them the explanation of what's going on and how exactly we're going to make this work, as maybe it's leaking from the ceiling here, as that's right in front of the crease. You could see the goaltender Damian Warrior out trying to stop his feet on the spot and see if it's still sticky or if he's sliding, as that's a dangerous spot right in front of that crease. As I think the officials are done with their explanation, as it looked like Croy Snow was over to listen for the War Chiefs, and I think that might have been Zach Blunt for Tuscarora, and now they're going to head back. Brian Nephew, the captain for the War Chiefs, joins the conversation. I don't think they're talking about post-game dinner plans, but who knows? They've given their explanation, and they'll both head back to the bench. And I think somebody's getting penalized here, as I think that might have been Croy Snow heading to the penalty box. And oh, could it have been an equipment violation potentially on Croy Snow? I'm being told that we saw the coach signaling about the chin strap. I don't know if that had something to do with it. And Tuscarora will start with the ball, as it might have been an equipment problem. I don't want to say for sure, but that could have been the issue. But regardless, we are underway here in the third period. The Tomahawks, either way, get a gift to start the third as they look to try and claw their way back into it. And they're going to benefit from the power play. Tuscarora gets their 7th goal of the game. And that was Landon Johnson who let that one go. He beat Damian Warrior short side. And what a start to the third period for the Tomahawks. You can see there, Johnson just buries it short side. Not much room to fit that one in, but a good job by Landon Johnson to get the Tomahawks on the board. Face-off down and won by Tuscarora. Andrew Hardy picks it up for the Tomahawks. Hardy sends it over into the middle as Dakota Ferguson sends it now to backs. And I can confirm it was illegal equipment by Croy Snow, the reason for the penalty. And that is a tough way to start your third period if you're the Seneca War Chiefs, as possession here is picked up by the Tomahawks. Being held there was Garrett Walker. He let the shot go, and it will be a reset here as the War Chiefs try and get into the attacking zone. And the officials saw what we saw up here. It is going to be a holding call coming up against the War Chiefs, and this is about to be as good of a way to start the third period as you could have asked for if you're Tuscarora. 2 straight power plays, and it was right before that clip. We could see it. I mentioned it, so I called it from up here. He had the hold as Walker was all wrapped up, and the officials got it, and it's a Tuscarora power play. Boomer into the middle for Walker. On the far side, Johnson. Johnson stepping in. That one is saved by Warrior. Loose ball picked up by the Tomahawks. Landon Johnson over to Garrett Walker. John Boomer gets the pick, and he has some space. Johnson, his pass gets knocked down. Good stick there by Jackson Mohawk. Loose ball knocked down there by Joisa John. And the ball ends up now in the stick of Garinunje Martin. Martin passes it off, and the War Chiefs going to look to run the clock down and kill as much of this 30-second shot clock as they can before having to give the ball back and resume the Tomahawk power play. Shot going there, goes wide of the net, and loose ball picked up by the Tomahawks as Freeman sends the pass over to Jake Gansworth. Gansworth going to slow it down and give it off to Landon Johnson. Johnson with it up top. Over to Walker. Johnson. Boomer. Back to Johnson. He has a pick. Low shot. Wide of that. Rebound picked up. Score! Garrett Walker picks up the rebound off the boards. And the Tomahawks have 2 straight to start the third. You can see right here, Boomer goes right back to Landon Johnson. His low shot goes off the boards, but Garrett Walker in the right place at the right time, and he gets that goal for Tuscarora. And just like that, it's a 5-goal game. Plenty of time remaining here in the third. Both of them on the power play, as those could be some huge momentum swings in this game. Let's see if the War Chiefs can answer right back, though. Ball up top for Nate Senez. Senez sends it down low. Tall Chief trying to go low to high, misses on that one. This one will go all the way back down and be picked up by a Tomahawk as Bryce Beto battles through some slashes and waits for an attacker to come off the bench in Belter, who secures the possession. Here comes Belter with a lane to the net, and he scores! Evan Belter right into the bottom left corner, and it's a 3-goal run here in the third for Tuscarora. The Tomahawks cut the deficit now to 4. You could see here Evan Belter using the speed and the skill to get by his man, has a clear lane to the net, and a picture-perfect shot by Evan Belter right into the bottom left corner. And the Tomahawks are rolling here in the third. And now this makes me wonder what exactly was said in the locker room by head coach Randy Chrysler, as here comes a chance for the War Chiefs, and they score! Luke Smeater, the face-off man, gets that goal right back for Seneca. And you love to see the face-off guys getting rewarded there. You can tell they're not used to scoring, as the celebration was a little unorthodox, but a brilliant face dodge by Smeater, and he goes in and buries that one. And oh my goodness, that's the kind of momentum swing the Seneca War Chiefs needed, and Smeater wins it clean again. And I bet you he's gonna get some congratulations when he gets back to the bench by all his coaches, as the hard work of Smeater cannot be understated here today. And that one is in the crease there, as Sandin tried to get it past Davis. Davis was up to the task either way, though, as Tuscarora gets it back into the attacking zone, trying to get that goal back as Boomer hits the deck. His pass can't connect with anyone. It'll go off the boards right in front of the bench, and Gansworth hit to the ground, and that will be a violation on the War Chiefs, and it'll be a Tomahawks possession. Davis, his pass goes up the floor into the middle as Walker sends it over to the far side. Johnson taking some wax. Johnson, his pass down low, can't connect. Penalty coming up against Seneca, as you could see that Landon Johnson was on the receiving end of some slashes, and it'll be another Tuscarora power play. And it's gonna be a 5-minute major, as it came right here. You could see right before that, there's a late slash right on the hands of Landon Johnson, and that is a costly mistake by Joisa John for the War Chiefs, as that is a 5-minute major penalty for John. And now a big chance for Tuscarora. Low shot there, save made by Warrior as Johnson let it go. Loose ball picked up by the War Chiefs. They got a break. Here's Tall Chief, and they score! Aubrey Tall Chief buries that one in transition, short-handed. And the War Chiefs don't let the penalty stop them. What a nice pass here, as that was a pinpoint pass to Tall Chief, and he goes right to the bottom right corner across his body. What a tough play by Aubrey Tall Chief, but he has made plays like that look easy all game long. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him playing at a higher level of lacrosse over the next few years as he gets older. He is one talented player. Tuscarora now finds themselves in a 6-goal hole after cutting the deficit earlier in the period. An opportunity to try and get two here. That one goes off the post. Landon Johnson nearly found Twine again, but he rings that one off the pipe. He's gonna bring it up the floor now and give it off to John Boomer. Boomer fakes and sends it back to Johnson. Over to the far side for Garrett Walker. Him and Johnson will play catch. Walker back to Johnson. Boomer. Johnson gets a pick. Back to Boomer. Low shot, scores! John Boomer, 5-hole. He gets the goal right back, and it's the 10th goal of the game for the Tomahawks. We'll get another look at this snipe by John Boomer. You can see right here that the pick was set by Walker, taking the defenseman's eyes off of Boomer. He had enough space to operate, and he puts it right in the 5-hole of Warrior. And it's a 5-goal game here. Still 3:35 remaining on the penalty to John. The War Chiefs trying to get their second shorthanded goal here. Trying to kill some time first, though, is Tegan Henry. Henry taking some wax in the corner by Villavada. Villavada gave him enough wax, and the shot clock was about to expire. They just dump it into the corner. And the Tomahawks going to bring it back up with 13:40 to play here in the third period. 3 minutes remaining in the power play. They can get one more goal here on the man advantage. Boomer with it on the near side, into the middle. Johnson, that one goes off of a body in front of the net. You can see the War Chiefs really packing it in front of their goalie here while they're shorthanded. Tall Chief on a break. That one snagged by Davis. Tall Chief almost created some more magic there for the War Chiefs. Here comes Garrett Walker. Walker saying, I want to cornerback the power play this time, and he will. Walker in the middle, and he's going to switch with John Boomer. Boomer's pass goes down low, right back to him. That one off the post. John Boomer nearly had one, but he rung the post, and they'll give it back to Landon Johnson. Garrett Walker, John Boomer with it. Down low, back to Boomer. John Boomer steps into the middle, goes to the other side, and Johnson's pass gets picked off. And here come the War Chiefs in transition again. Going for a shot, that one saved by Davis. I think that was Simon White who had the opportunity for Seneca, and it was White on the break, but a nice save made by Tanyan Davis to keep this a 5-goal lead for Seneca. Johnson's goes down low. That one squirts onto the stick of Jake Gansworth, and that's an unforced turnover there by Tuscarora. Tough play there, as now the War Chiefs will just turn and go into the corner and make sure they secure the possession. Good play made by Brian Nephew there. Nephew ends up giving it off to Sandin, and the ball ends up top in the middle here for Freeman. Brian Freeman being pressured by McGowan. McGowan continuing to apply pressure on Freeman, but he just dumps it into the corner, and he did what he could and killed 30 seconds off the shot clock. And just like that, the penalty to John is now under a minute from being released. And this has been exactly what you would have wanted if you're the Seneca War Chiefs. Only allowing one power play goal, but getting it back with a shorty. Tuscarora still a chance to strike, as the shot from Landon Johnson goes up and out of play. But now the War Chiefs can just about kill the rest of this penalty if they can hold on to the ball for the next 18 seconds. I like their odds with Tall Chief in possession. Same thing with Troy Snow, who has it now. Snow gets pinned into the corner, and he's getting hounded there, but the Tomahawks cause a turnover. Could be the last chance on the power play for Tuscarora. Mike Hayes makes a nice move, has a break. Hayes scores! Right as John got back out onto the floor, Mike Hayes buries that one for the 11th goal of the game for Tuscarora. And the transition guy gets up into the attacking zone, makes a brilliant move, uses his speed to beat his man. You can get another look at it here. Nice fakes as he goes 5-hole to beat Warrior. And that's a nice play made by Mike Hayes to try and get his team back into it. The deficit is now 4 with 10:26 to play. Plenty of time for Tuscarora, but the War Chiefs gonna look to get it back. That shot from Smeater is turned away by Tanyan Davis, as the Tomahawks try and get it up into the attacking zone. It avoided the stick of Villavada, and it's picked up instead by White. White sends it over to Tall Chief. Tall Chief ends up giving it up now to Freeman. Freeman back to Tall Chief. He has a pick. Tall Chief lets it go, and he scores. If you give Aubrey Tall Chief any sort of room, he's going to make you pay. That's yet another for number 88 in black and green. And we're going to take a timeout here from Cornerstone Arena right after we get another look at this goal by Aubrey Tallchief. As you can see, a nice pick set there by his teammate. I think that was Senez, and it was, and Tallchief just comes around it and puts it right in the bottom right corner. And the War Chiefs lead it 16-11. You're watching Blue Squatch Productions.
Tom Steiner. Tim Hortons. Randy's Smoke Shop. And the Optimist Club of Lockport.
Here on the Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel, Aubrey Tallchief made it a 16-11 game here at Cornerstone Arena as the Seneca War Chiefs look to try and get out of here with a win over the Tuscarora Tomahawks. And some off-ball pushing and shoving there leads to a Tomahawk possession. And during that break, we're looking at our notes trying to see how many goals Aubrey Tallchief has, because let me tell you, when somebody scores like he does, you just lose track. We think he's at 5 for this game. That shot from Savino Bax is saved there by Warrior. Bax gets hit from behind, and another penalty coming up to the War Chiefs as Jackson Mohawk will head to the sin bin. And I think that Mohawk's going to get called for an initial cross-check potentially, as that was right after that shot there. And I think they dinged him for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty as well. So another unforced error by the Seneca War Chiefs is keeping the Tuscarora Tomahawks in this game, as they will have a 4-minute power play on the double minor by Mohawk. Tuscarora gave up a shorthanded goal on the last 5-minute major. You definitely cannot do that again for Tusky if you're Tusky, but you 100% need to get 2 goals on this power play. At least one, as that first shot is saved there by Warrior as Walker let it go. They've had a number of power plays already here in this third period, and quite a few power play goals. I believe 3 of them to be exact, as they have 4 power play goals, as they have really capitalized on the man advantage. You don't want to give this Tusky team any extra opportunities, because they're going to make you pay. You know they're well coached, and you know they're talented players. And now they're starting to get the opportunities. Here's Landon Johnson giving it off to John Boomer. Back to Johnson, he gets the pick. Low shot, scores! Goes off of Warrior and into the back of the net. Landon Johnson letting it go once again from up top. And he gives Tuscarora their 12th goal of the game. And let's take another look at that wicked shot from Landon Johnson. You can see Boomer gives it over to Johnson. He gets a nice pick there from his teammate Garrett Walker, as has happened so often today. And he just skims that one off the equipment of Warrior, and it goes into the back of the net. And now the penalties drop down to 2 minutes on Mohawk, as the Tomahawks are being hounded there. Ball picked up by Luke Smeater. His pass will go off the glass and will be picked up by Martin. A Tomahawk player is down on the other end of the floor. That's why you'll see 4 Tomahawks in your screen. And I'm not sure who is down for the Tomahawks. We don't want to say, of course, until we know for sure, as we don't want to speculate, but we hope they are all right. I didn't exactly catch what happened, but I could see that he was hounded by a pair of War Chiefs in the corner. He was taking a lot of hacks and whacks, and is a little slow to get up. We hope he's all right, and we're going to take a brief break. You are watching Blue Squatch Productions.
Pelicanos Marketplace. Broken Treaties Wholesale. Stewart Sports. Smokin' Joe's. Tom's Diner. Tim Hortons. Randy's Smoke Shop.
We are back here at Cornerstone Arena as that tomahawk is up, and we believe that was Brady Fries, and it is. He's back on the bench and walking under his own power. We hope he's all right. We hope to see him back in action later in the game if he's able to compete. We have already seen him showcase his talent all game long, and that's going to be a big loss for the Tomahawks if he has to miss the remainder of this game. But we hope he's all right, as the Tomahawks just coming off of their 5th power play goal of the period as they try and claw their way back into this one. John Boomer getting whacked by Freeman. Chance now for the Tomahawks, 4-on-3, but they decide to slow it down and wait for the full 5-on-4 power play. Boomer's pass goes down low. Hayes on the near side. That shot turned away by Warrior. Loose ball picked up by Simon White. White brings it up on the near boards and gives it off to Tall Chief. Aubrey Tall Chief sends it down low. The War Chiefs just trying to kill as much time off this penalty as they can. Splitting the double team there was Sandin, but it's knocked out of his stick. Picked up by the Tomahawks and sent into the corner as Stevens was trying to hit Hayes on that pass, but Sandin's fighting hard for the loose ball, trying to get it back, but it'll be picked up by Stevens. His pass connects with a teammate in the middle, and Jake Gansworth brings it up. Gansworth up top for Landon Johnson. He's had a hot stick. Gives it over to Walker, who let the shot go, but it'll end up on the back of the net as that penalty has expired. Martin comes out of the box and ready as, excuse me, that was John coming out of the box as the War Chiefs get ready here on this possession. Pass in the middle, quick shot, save made by Davis, as I don't think Tanyan Davis knew where it went, except for the fact that he knew it didn't get behind him, as he was up to the task there. Belter being sandwiched against the glass. Shovel pass back up top for Savino Bax. Bax tries to connect with Doyle, and we're going to get an off-ball call here as possession will go to the War Chiefs. Seneca with it down in the corner as the War Chiefs will wait to get some reinforcements off the bench. Ball down low with Senez. Up top now for Tall Chief. Tall Chief getting double teamed, trying to find an open man. He does. That shot goes off the goaltender Davis, and he makes another save. 2 quick ones for Tanyan Davis as Mike Hayes trying to push it in transition. Hayes draws a double team from the Seneca War Chiefs. Hayes fights through it, gets the shot off, but it's turned away by Warrior. And here come the War Chiefs back the other way. Here's Martin. Martin trying to get up in transition. Martin goes for the low shot. That one's blocked. Rebound is picked up by Sandin and sent over to the far side. Freeman has it. Overhand shot turned away there by Davis. Rebound picked up here by the Tomahawks as it looks like Doyle's fighting through some hard checks. He gets it off to Fries, and Doyle takes another hard check as now Fries is battling through it. Fries loses it, and it'll be another penalty coming up to the Seneca War Chiefs. Interference will be the call, and it looks like Traylon Warrior will sit. Let's get another look at it here, as that's a clean hit to me. Doesn't look like a penalty. I think it's coming up here a bit later, and right there after the play. That's going to get called all day long and twice on Sundays. Traylon Warrior's got to sit for 2, and another power play opportunity for the Tomahawks. You can't say they haven't had their fair share of opportunities, especially here in the third. They're trying to cut it to a 3-goal game. Here's Johnson on the far side. Johnson over to Gansworth. Gansworth on the near side. Boomer shot, save, rebound shot. That one is in the back of the net. Savino backs, buries that one for Tuscarora. It bounced around and ends up in the back of the net. A fortuitous bounce for Tusky leads to their 13th goal of the game. Savino backs, puts it on net, and it just trickles in. That's why you always want to get it on net, kids, because you never know what can happen. As that one just trickles by Warrior, and all of a sudden it's a 3-goal game, but only 3:46 remaining. The Tomahawks need to get a couple quickly. They want to try and get back into it. The War Chiefs just trying to get this one to the finish line. Joey St. John sends a pass over to Beaver on the near side. Ends up now with Tallchief. Tallchief into the middle for Senez. That shot, kick save, made there by Davis. Tallchief with it. Toe drag, shot, scores! Magic from Aubrey Tallchief. His 6th of the game. Throw your socks out. It's a sock trick for Tallchief. He continues to marvel for the Seneca War Chiefs. Toe drag, goes around his defender into the top right corner. It doesn't get any better than that for Aubrey Tallchief. You can see he wanted the ball, calls for it. Toe drag right around his man into the top corner. What a shot for Tallchief. And that might have been the dagger in the hearts of the Tomahawks, as the Seneca War Chiefs look to try and get out of here with a win. That ball ends up in the corner, picked up by the Tomahawks as they try and get out from behind their own net. Mike Hayes trying to close down the loose ball. They'll be pressured by Martin. Still no secure possession for the Tomahawks just yet. Now picked up by Fries. Fries to Belter here on the near boards. Evan Belter. Don't give him any room. He'll make you pay. Here comes Belter. That shot goes off the boards. Rebound shot picked up by Fries over on the far side. Whistle gets blown. And the War Chiefs will have possession. 2:27 remaining. Here, that one ends up bouncing out of the stick of Sandin, and the Tomahawks have another possession and a chance to try and cut the lead down to 3. Good pressure being brought here by the War Chiefs. Ball picked up by Gansworth. Gansworth still with it, shot. That one saved by Warrior. Pass up now for Sandin as he gets it into the attacking zone for the War Chiefs. Pass down low, quick shot, saved by Davis. Rebound picked up by the Tomahawks. They're trying to break out as Boomer, being pressured by Tallchief, gets the pass off over to his teammate in the middle. And I think timeout was called by the Tomahawks with 1:38 to go. It's a 17-13 lead for the War Chiefs. You're watching Blue Squatch Productions.
Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport. Butts Productions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Tree,
Blue Squatch Productions YouTube channel. A minute 38 remaining in this contest. It's a 17-13 lead for the Seneca War Chiefs over the Tuscarora Tomahawks. Not much time remaining for the Tomahawks to close the gap, but they have an opportunity. John Boomer sends it into the middle for Landon Johnson. Back to John Boomer. Johnson gets a pick. Back to Boomer as they're trying to get the defense moving. The extra attacker was out for Tuscarora, and here comes a chance first. The War Chiefs, and they score. Antonio Palat rolls in the empty netter, and that'll just about do it. The 18th goal of the game for the Seneca War Chiefs. Might be the one that put it out of reach. You can see Palat getting the nice pass up in transition. Great catch, and about as easy a finish as you'd like it. Rolling it right in the middle of the net for the 18th goal of the game. Face-off won here by Luke Smeater, as it looks like the Seneca War Chiefs are going to get the win here tonight. Doing it in a high goal-scoring fashion as Martin takes the pass from Tall Chief down low. Martin flips it to a teammate in the corner. And a long pass back up for Tall Chief. Let's see if he creates some more magic. Tall Chief lets that shot go. Saved by Davis. Rebound by Tall Chief. And Tanyan Davis stopped that one again. The Tomahawks trying to break out here and get into the attacking zone, and they do. Brady McGowan sends a pass over to a teammate. That shot saved by Warrior. Here come the War Chiefs back the other way. 30 seconds remaining. Keith White Jr. flips it to Freeman. And you got to imagine Brian Freeman and the War Chiefs are just going to try and run the shot clock down, dump it into the corner, and then get out of here with a win. Freeman gets hounded by Tomahawks, and they turn it over. Here comes Tuscarora back the other way. Knocked out of the stick of Andrew Hardy. Down into the corner, and that will do it. The final score here from Cornerstone Arena, the Seneca War Chiefs 18, the Tuscarora Tomahawks 13. That was a great Junior B lacrosse game. And now it's time to head down and try and get some interviews here after the handshake line. We're going to pass it off to Greg.
Yes, thank you so much, Trevor. Really appreciate having you come and get all these done for us and being able to call the game, give me a chance to really focus on this. I'm going to actually flip to the, I was going to do the intermission, but we'll just leave it here. You guys can listen to this, and then we're going to get some interviews from Trevor Butts, hopefully, with a couple of the guys down there on the floor. But an amazing game. I love how Tuscarora didn't give up. This game could have gotten out of control very quickly. They definitely did not allow it. Seneca thought they were going to run away with it. Absolutely. Good comment there. A lot of great comments tonight. It's nice having Trevor on the floor and doing the play-by-play. I can kind of pay attention to the comments. I feel like the stream runs a little smoother. And we really appreciate everybody being able to do this. Hopefully he's going to be able to talk to both coaches and see if he can get a couple of the players. Thanks, everybody, so much. We appreciate all the support. And the Optimist Club of Lockport. Promotions and the Tuscarora Juniors program would like to thank Kippo Chevrolet, Dairy Queen, Pelicanos Marketplace, Broken Treaties Wholesale, Stewart Sports, Smokin' Joe's, Tom's Diner, Tim Hortons, Randy's Smoke Shop, and the Optimist Club of Lockport.